Welcome to the Don't Be Mad podcast. I have a pretty dope episode for you today. We already having fun, giggles in the building. I got my co-host Craze right in the building.
White.
I got Vito in the building. Thank you for stopping by the Don't Be Mad podcast. You killing it out here with loyalty over royalty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's that been for you, bro?
It's been amazing. Like it's been an amazing feeling at the same time, cause the way I started, like, it's just a crazy story. Cause I really had a dream about it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's dope.
Like, an actual dream, and I woke up and put it into play. So.
That's facts.
So what was your dream about, if you don't mind me asking? You said it, I gotta ask.
I had a dream to like literally come out with T-shirts that had slogans on them, like, and the first slogan that came to my mind was, "Don't burn a bridge you gotta cross later on in life." And it was just, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Something that just came. It was like
one of the illest life learned lessons you could ever have. Like,
and don't burn a bridge. I learned that.
So
I learned that in business, in life, and everything.
Yeah,
everything.
You can't burn no bridge because you never know when you're gonna come back and knock on that door, because it always happens. And being someone in the game, nigga, I've been through it where I had to go back and be like, damn, I gotta bite my shit. Like,
yeah. So
you never know when you're gonna need that bridge. You never know when you're gonna get to that other side.
So that's what it was, yo.
So you made a shirt like that, or
I actually didn't make the shirt like that.
It wasn't meant to be yet.
I didn't make, and you want to know what's crazy about it? This is back when Slow Bucks first came out.
Yeah.
And I had a Slow Bucks sweatsuit on. Mm-hmm. So it was a stitching of the snail. You know the snail he had.
Yeah.
So it was a stitching of it, and I felt it. I was like, yo, hold up. I'm like, instead of doing regular slogans like screen print, I could do this. I said, if he could do it, why I can't do it?
Word.
So I Googled it, embroidery stitching. And it popped up. And the closest shop, I went right to there, and I swear everything just started falling into play.
That's what's up.
So that answers your question why I didn't do it, because I realized that fast that okay, you don't got to do that. You could go into a deeper realm of it and stitch it.
Figure yourself out.
So it all kind of fell into play.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
I'm
dope.
happy that
From
it
a
did.
dream.
Yeah, from a dream, yo.
You had an idea, and then you woke up, and when you was thinking the idea, you had the particular sweatsuit on that gave you that, or when you was trying to brand your brand.
No, right then and there, I had the sweatsuit on.
Okay.
So as I'm thinking about it that day when I woke up, because it's a long story. Like, I'm on vacation. Me and my girls on vacation, and mind you, I'm still in the game. I'm still selling drugs and all that. So I was doing great. I'm on vacation. We spending money. I woke up like, yo, you're not gonna always have this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna always. This ain't gonna last for a long time.
Definitely.
So when I woke up in that morning from that dream, I was like, yo, hold on. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Why? As I'm up though, this not what I'm like. Yo, hold up. I'm up in the game where I could have stayed doing what I was doing, but it was like, yo, nah, hold up. You're not gonna. God told me.
That's the best time to leave, bro.
Yeah. So it was like,
you know, our brains operate without us operating. You feel me? Like, so you just be having a clear mind, being somewhere where it's sunny. You feel me saying? Like,
yeah.
You know,
That's a big part of it too.
Facts. Out here, it could be sunny and still be cloudy.
That's a fact.
Like, just based on your
facts.
That's deep, but it's true. It's true. It's because when you get to see outside of your norm, and you really get to see, oh, this is, I could get that. I could reach that. I could get that. Rather than you in the same spot where you see people doing the same things. It's like, yo, I ain't never gonna get out of here.
Hell no.
I'm gonna still be doing the same thing.
And then the people around you don't want you to get out of here.
Yeah, so
that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, your own circle is a lot of the times the thing holding you back.
Facts.
You gotta be strong.
And
it's how strong you are to get through that circle. Like, sometimes you may have to burn a bridge or two, but if they're your real friends, they'll be there
at the end. Exactly.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta make your circle a triangle, my nigga, like real shit, and that's just that.
Yeah. Explain that. I hear
like
a lot of
that.
people.
I like that.
Because, like, you feel me, your circle is around. It's a revolving door of, it could be bullshit, it could be good shit, it could be a mix of both. But when you get triangles, my nigga, it's different. It's 3 different angles, my nigga. You focus on 3 different things instead of a revolving door.
I get you.
I gotta go get this money. I gotta take care of my family, and I gotta take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the triangle right there. And sometimes that triangle changes, but it's 3 things instead of 96 things now. You feel what I'm saying? Like
that's deep.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just real nigga shit. You know, I'm always gonna drop you.
Yeah, of course, but that's the thing about people nowadays. Everybody, nobody wants to listen.
Yeah, nobody will listen.
And you have to, in order to be a great, like a great person and a great smarter person, you have to listen. You have to always have that open ear.
Facts.
You got to.
I did the podcast, bro, because I like to listen to what people got to say.
You have to.
And he mentioned that too. Like he mentioned that all the time because he really like.
You gotta be a sponge.
He sit there and listen. You feel what I'm saying? Like you
gotta be a sponge.
We can learn off each other, everybody. Yeah. So it's like it's a no brainer.
It's just like a strainer. Like if you keep if you're feeding me stuff, okay, I'm gonna keep what's for me. You know what I mean?
And others shit just gonna drip right.
And
to
others
the
just gonna drip right to the bottom. So it's like I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Facts,
so
man.
yeah, but it's just been a journey.
Difficulties. Thanks for keeping this shit going.
Nah, you already know. Shit be happening.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
just been a journey.
Facts though, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just been a journey.
Yeah, so it's been a journey. So how long ago did you start the clothing? When did you have that dream?
This was 2015. Yep, 2015.
Oh, so you've been working.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I've been working ever since because I was in the street. I was hustling, and that was that was what I did. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm transferred over to this. That's what my life consisted of.
Word.
Every day I woke up was either hustling. You
crazy.
You know. So it's like So it's like once I tapped into that, it was like, okay, now this is my everyday thing. So since 2015, it's been rocking.
Like me personally, I witnessed.
I seen the loyalty around. Sorry to cut you off, but I honestly did. That's all I used to see, just sit around. I didn't know whose brand it was, and none of that. Maybe I wasn't around the right people at the time.
No, because you notice what they say. They say you really aren't putting in work unless people are coming to find you.
Word.
You know what I mean? Or people know you that don't even know you.
Yeah.
So it's like I walk around and people be like, yo, and you won't know them, but that's because you're putting in work.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll be flabbergasted. So just like you said, you be like, I seen the hat, but that's from the work.
Hats is what with the work when you drop those trucker hats. I see everybody rocking them.
Game changer. That was the game changer.
And did it just pop like instantly?
It didn't. That's a good question. Great question you asked because this is what I like to tell a lot of people. It didn't pop until a year later. A few people knew what that meant.
Word.
When I first dropped it, because it was another thing.
It don't look like CT till you really look at it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it get deep. I'm not gonna break the ice on the whole logo right now.
Facts.
But it gets deep. But when I started this, people didn't even really know what it was the first time I put it out. A few people knew. And then a year later, when I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But it was a year later. I don't know what sparked it.
I ain't even gonna lie.
But the first Thursday I seen what caught my attention is I follow people, and of course I pay attention to other people more than other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my friends that I pay attention to.
That's what we was just talking about before we walked in. Like
when I think he went on a tour or something or whatever the case may be. He had like 10 of them shits. And then,
you're like, guy,
yeah, I know. Right.
And then he was wearing them shits like every day. And then all of a sudden, I just started seeing everybody copping them and wearing them shits everywhere. I was like, damn. Everybody, that's all it does say CT. Then that's when I realized what it said on it.
You know what it was? It was that one person. We never gonna determine who that one person was. But that one person was connected to everybody in Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who it was. You sold a hat to somebody that knew everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and after that, it was like, oh my God, this is CT. And it was CT.
Yep.
Like, you really brought niggas together.
But you want to know.
You know
Like, that's deep.
You brought niggas together.
That's
you know
deep.
What I'm saying? Like, through
that's
a
deep.
hat, bro.
That's
and
deep.
a brain.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I seen everybody wearing that shit, like, that. Different size, different people, like.
Word.
And I thought about it because another reason why I first came out with it was because I was going to get a Yankee, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Shit.
Yeah. About a Yankee hat?
I'm not from New York.
And then I thought about it. I said, yo, I'm making a CT hat. And then I seen the reason why, and I'm gonna shout him out because I'm never a hater. I always learn. You know what I mean? Right. So I was watching Ridiculousness. With Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's his shit. But Stilo Brim, he had on a trucker hat.
Yeah.
But it was a LA trucker hat, you know? But it was a trucker hat, it was a red one. No, it was a Phillies, I'm lying. It was a Phillies one.
Yeah.
But it was a red trucker hat with Phillies and it was fire. I said, oh, the way he did it. I said, oh.
That shit fire.
I said, fire. I said, yo, I'm gonna create a CT hat for us. So we don't gotta buy Yankees.
Dope,
and that's what happened.
You know what's the dopest shit about it?
You know what? Niggas haven't been buying
the loyalty
Yankees.
behind it. So like this shit says loyalty without saying loyalty.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
But listen,
still crazy.
Let me show you something. It gets deeper because you see the CT hat, right? What the camera so I can really show. Right there. Okay, you see the CT hat, right? Mm-hmm. If you flip it over, it's an LR.
Oh.
Goddamn, I've never seen that.
So when it's time for me to bust that,
facts.
That's what I'm saying. It's longevity. This is not just for today. It's not just for the $30 I asked for the hat.
I never knew
this is longevity. This is for when it's time for me to come out with these logos on here. LR, loyalty over royalty, and CT. Yeah. So when you got a CT hat on and you got an LR, it's time.
That shit just.
So it's like. So it's all it's all a plan. Yeah, and people ask me why I don't. How do I not pay attention to a lot of people and stay on the right track? It's because I had a blueprint since I started, since 2015. I had a blueprint.
Which is lit.
Which I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what I had everything placed in line. So it's like, okay, why would I move off of somebody else, what somebody else is doing and what somebody else is doing and what I see over here when I got a blueprint? This is why people need to learn. When you have your plan and your blueprint, don't shake, don't move, don't stir for nobody. Follow your steps. Trust your process. Yep. Because it didn't happen overnight.
And trust me, I'm one to tell you, like, it takes a lot of work to get anywhere in this, anywhere. Like, I've been doing this podcast a little bit over a year now.
Word.
Shout out to me. This is like a year out.
No. But this is dope. This is a dope little setup you got.
I took it from just talking audio podcast, trying to get to know how to interview people, learning, watching all these podcasts, all these little things.
Yeah, and learning.
I wrote questions down in the beginning. Like we was talking before we got on the mic. Mm-hmm. I wrote questions down. I could tell you 5 questions and then we could talk about them and then it sounds like it's scripted.
Yeah, but no.
Like the way I do it is like we gonna have a conversation, we're gonna drink, we're gonna smoke, whatever you do, we gonna do that, like, and we gonna sit here and get to know each other at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it should be.
Yep.
Because it's like anybody who, if you got some questions to ask me, I shouldn't have the answers in my left pocket.
Yeah, exactly. That's how like people like, oh, what questions you gotta ask me? I'm like, yo, just you don't watch my podcast, like that's what I started doing. Like you gotta watch my podcast. You gotta just see.
We be just chatting it up. You feel me? Only reason we ain't got bottles right now because it's fucking 1 in the afternoon.
Exactly. Yeah, man, a little too early. A little too we drink with the agua.
Yeah.
We got water though.
This is a business podcast right now.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, and I was telling him like, yo, when you first dropped them, they were like $10, $15 for the hats, and I'm like, yo, when I hit him up the other day, cause I hit you up the other day to look for a hat, cause you dropped that new colorway. Those shits was fire. I gotta get one though. I gotta go up there and grab one. But he's like, yo, there's the thing, and they $30. I was like, damn, that's what's up. Like, I like seeing that you could now you could say shit for that. Yeah. And niggas gonna buy it because you branded your shit. Like, you feel me?
Absolutely.
So good job on that shit.
Absolutely.
Good work,
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like,
cause I know all about that shit, bro.
You feel me? Like, listen, I've seen him. I seen like his grind. And I seen him like really cut shit out. Like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not hanging out. I'm not doing none of this. I'm about to focus on what the fuck I want to focus on. And like for me, cause me and this nigga, like it was times where we was together for like a whole month and 2 months because we was doing music and shit too. You feel me?
Like, so you do music too?
I used to, but I mean, once it's in you, it's always in you. But I'm really focused on this, like you were saying. Though. But like, we were stuck. I'm
talking breaking night.
We were stuck.
Mad songs, like just
for months at a time,
smoking weed, drinking Remy.
So you got an album with Craze?
All kind of shit like.
I got yes, of course. If Craze has multiple my album. You could say you produced my old album.
I could executive produced it.
Yes.
You could say,
yeah.
Engineered it too. You feel me? Like we was getting to it. Like real shit.
Craze talk that shit.
Yeah, Craze coached me into rapping. When I started rapping, this was my coach.
And nigga, a monster.
That's a fact.
He a monster.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that shit was fun though.
That's a fact. Yo, that's a fact.
Them nights is crazy, y'all. Yes. Like this nigga still was trapping. He was still in and out of my shit. You feel me? Like busting flexes down. Bringing back Remy's, you feel me? We smoking haze, we laughing in there, we making mad songs. You feel me? Like, but now that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the transition. You feel me? Saying like, so like to see you now, like as a straight businessman and a great dad and shit like that. Shit is fucking awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
that.
that.
Everybody need their roses, my nigga. That's me giving them to you now.
I really appreciate that.
Like the shit, like I seen the transition. Like I was really there. You feel me? Like, and the shit is dope. Like. Y'all gotta get LOR shit. Like,
yes, please. Like, shop the website. It's up. LOR since 1995.com.
But yo, definitely, I love the grind. Like, keep it up. Don't stop.
Yes.
I love that. I love the story now. Like, now that shit's make me. Like, people gonna hear this shit and be like, yo, I definitely want.
No, I need them to understand. I want them to understand because it's somebody home right now who's was going through the same thing I was going through, or who's really trying to do what they got to do, and it's things that's getting in their way, and it's obstacles, and it's like, yo, you gotta jump them things and it's not easy. It ain't easy. You guys gonna be times where you back against the wall, nobody, you know what I mean? But you gotta know that voice that spoke to me that day. You know what I mean? You gotta know that spoke to you.
Yeah, word.
And really go regardless of what.
You gotta know that's
regardless,
you
yeah.
Like,
regardless,
you gotta go when it tells you to go. You gotta make those.
I gotta go, regardless of what you say.
Don't be scared.
And yo, that's how I learned that from the game. Like you learn that like from errors and things like that. Like when I have an idea and I want to do it, I do it. There's no ifs, ands, about it. Like I wanted to do a podcast, I did it,
and it's here.
Yeah. And now I got my own podcast studio. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
and it's lit. It's fucking lit. Don't be mad.
Yes, don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
That's a great saying because it's a lot. And it's another analogy that I say too, right? Okay.
There's a lot behind that shit though. There's definitely a lot. So go ahead.
Say like, okay, say you're doing Don't Be Mad, right? Yeah. And this is nothing against you, Craze, or nothing against you. You guys are doing it together. Mm-hmm. If you're on the road, on the highway, and you guys are in the same car together, but if one person is causing the other person to not reach that destination, then I gotta drop you off.
Word. Right,
you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there's an agenda, and that's Don't Be Mad podcast. You know what I mean? So it's like we gotta get that's bigger than everything else. So let's get there.
I respect that you said that, and I respect that he sees it that way because like.
And that's what anything.
I called him. He came on my podcast when I was doing just audio.
Word.
And I'm like, yo, like,
And that's what anything, yo.
Support my people, man.
That's what anything.
And then we had the dopest conversation. Like, I found out shit that I didn't even know about Craze.
It connects.
A lot of people don't be knowing, you feel me? Like, so when he got to ask me, he was like, word? Like, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I'm really in the mix. But I ain't for everybody to see. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Everybody wants me to be this person, but
sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Yeah. And what's there for you could be running from.
This is true.
You could be running from.
Longer running from.
Yes. Okay. Because you're here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Because the people do need to see you.
Yeah, of course.
The people need to hear you.
Of course, for sure.
That's why
we've had convos where I needed what you said to me.
I'm just saying that from when I was a little kid, no matter what, I always did what I wanted to do. I never did what people wanted me to do or what they wanted me to be.
Yeah,
everything is natural.
I get you.
Me, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I know what I have to do, but I do it when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the only way it's supposed to be done.
Yes.
For me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's naturally going to happen. If I'm supposed to be in this podcast with this man right here, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need me down the line to be a model, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying
take
that
those
shit.
pictures, it's gonna
happen.
Yeah, I got you.
It's already written, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, fact.
I'm a firm believer on that.
Definitely
Like, real
gotta
shit.
set up some shoots. Like, we gotta do
Definitely,
some
we're
shit.
gonna work. I'm here.
See all the,
I'm here.
photos and shit.
That's what I
Like,
said.
you
That's
walk
what.
around the house, you can see like this is my studio at the same time. Like my display is all over the place. Like
Word.
No, this is nice. That's what I said when I walked in.
Dope.
It's a dope atmosphere.
Yeah,
it's just
I
the
feel,
atmosphere.
I
It's
feel
just
like,
a
I feel
vibe.
like home.
Like when you
I feel
come.
like, I feel a vibe when I
Word,
come in.
word.
Yeah,
And this shit a loft. I'm
Definitely.
like, this nigga got a loft? Oh, this
Definitely.
nigga. Oh, this nigga made it, baby.
I actually want to shout you out, not to be on Instagram right now.
We about to.
Yeah, you already know. Do your thing, man.
This
Facts.
is 'cause-
And I want
this-
to talk. Like I know
this setup is live.
We on you, and we want to get to know.
We're here.
Love
Don't
of
be
the
mad.
loyalty.
Podcast.
Don't be mad.
Loyalty over royalty. Loyalty over royalty, man. Facts. Yeah, you know, you can do that as much as you want.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
being here.
But I want to ask you like some shit that's been going on. Like, how did you feel about that Jeezy and Gucci battle? I want to ask both of y'all, but I'll start with you.
I definitely want to hear his.
I want to start with you. Like, who you thought won? What you thought about it? Like, how was it? What was your
I
criticism
think Jeezy.
Because I've been dying to talk about this on the podcast.
I think Jeezy won.
Okay.
But that's just my perspective of it,
that's
and that's from a long-term relationship that I've had with Jeezy through music for years.
You gotta mention Gucci too.
Wait a second.
Right.
I'm just saying, Jeezy has touched me in ways when I've been down and out, when I've been up, when I've been going through stuff, it's like he was right there the next day when something happened to me.
Yeah.
And Gucci, I'm not gonna get it messed up. Gucci had a time where every time we stepped in the club or in a car, we threw on Gucci. So not to take nothing from Gucci, because you got that in the bag.
Look, can I just elaborate?
But
on something
Jeezy,
from that?
it's a whole nother.
I had to say just from what he said. Please let me just say this right quick. This nigga just explained it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was talking about the transition with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you look at Jeezy and you see businessman. You look at Gucci, you see trap lord in the club dude living life like, I don't care, this is what I did. You feel me? But still a businessman.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, but that was the big difference between them and still
and it's
is.
like, yeah, and
Jeezy
spoke something into us. Like, he spoke
Gucci
something.
was the dude with like,
he
be reckless, be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jeezy's like,
we knew Gucci came up. We knew Gucci came up from the gutter. We knew that.
We love
but
Gucci.
Jeezy let it be known, like when you lost that 62 in that water and didn't come back to nothing. And he said it the next day, and the cops is on you, the D's is on you, and you still got your D-boy hat on in the club, and it's like, you know, it was goosebumps, like Gucci in the club, you was on a pill, nice, rock star, lifestyle. Don't get me wrong,
they
it was
both
dope.
total legends,
but yeah,
especially coming
not
from
to
where
take
we come
nothing from them.
Nah, hell no,
never.
Definitely. I feel the same way though. I feel like Jeezy like beat him in different ways that night. You feel what I'm saying? Not only with songs and music, I felt like he beat him in showing people
patience too, because you gotta have patience for somebody to
how-
say that. For somebody to say that to you,
how to be a better man.
Yes.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand how essential being a better man is in life. It comes situations where you gotta be the better man, the bigger man.
And for him to be in that place,
because the other side of that situation is not willing to ever be that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta be that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit, when I seen that shit, I was like, he's fucking him up and he's fucking him up.
It just shows the growth. It just shows the growth.
Yeah, it was like, but it was dope for the hip hop.
Yeah.
That's like, for the culture,
that
shit separated people. That shit was like the fucking presidential debate all over again.
Exactly, but it shows unity.
The hip hop award shit.
It shows unity. It shows a lot of unity for the people that beef in the streets right now and never wanted. Oh nah, I ain't messing with that side, or I ain't messing with that. It just shows a couple people like yo.
That hip hop needed, because a lot of these hip hop niggas is killing each other.
Yeah, man, shit's stupid.
It's like.
It's stupid.
It's crazy shit going on, like, and it's sad, like.
Same thing's going on out here though.
It's been going on. It's been going on.
It's the cycle. It's the circle I've been talking about.
It's the same thing going on out here.
Where it just be crazy shit of nothing. like a whole lot of like irrelevant shit just be happening. Like some of this shit, most of this shit don't gotta happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like most of this shit, motherfuckers could just be like, yo, you know what? You right. You feel me? Like that's it.
It's
Walk
ego.
away from a situation. Yeah.
It's a lot of ego. It's a lot of influence from music.
Word.
It's a lot of
yes, I feel that way.
No backing down. That's just
Yeah.
like a total slogan in hip hop.
It's a lot of
Like,
it's deep, man. We could be here and talk about it for hours.
Nah,
it's
for
a
sure.
lot of single parent homes.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of
trauma is big.
it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of
yeah.
it goes
It's
deep.
a lot of
It
shit
goes
going
deep.
on.
Yeah.
Like
It goes
to
deep.
be a black man or a minority just every day is just like, how do I win? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to shout out Kev too. Kev Payne with the mental health.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anybody
for sure.
who ever need that, because
Definitely.
that's what these kids need.
Hell yeah.
And people run away from it, could not just be, oh, I ain't going for no therapy, mental health, because I ain't crazy. But
Yeah,
you might need that. You might really need to just go sit down and just talk to somebody and get it out.
Need it. You
Yes.
do need it. We all
Us
need it.
as black
Facts.
men growing up,
We need it.
we need it.
We need it.
So it's like,
We need those handshakes and those
Yeah.
hugs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like tell us it's gonna be alright. You feel what I'm saying? We all need that shit. Like
Yeah.
real shit.
And,
Big
and
shout
that's
out to
the whole
Kev,
thing
though.
that I'm
Word.
trying to always wanted to do, and I haven't. And one of my next goals is to put something together for youth with photography, the studio, the podcast,
Yeah.
everything like that. Like this world that we're in,
We got something like
Just
that going on
photography,
right now.
videos, you
You
know.
feel me?
just to show them it could be
Recently,
done.
I've been a part of a program that
There's a
does
few
that.
programs like that, but I want to do one.
Hip Hop 1001. Shout out to JB.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
What
yeah,
does he do?
He does that exactly.
Oh,
what he
okay,
does.
yeah.
Like, you feel me? It's a class for dancing. It's a class for engineering. It's a class for hip hop artists.
Yeah.
You want to be a rapper?
Because these kids don't know.
It's a class for videography.
You won't know.
I
if
used
you
to
don't.
teach there.
And I
I
wanna get-
missed this year because of the COVID and working. But I teach there. I used to help the kids. Like, you feel me? We
That's
helped a
dope.
lot of kids and they love it. You feel what I'm saying? They come there. They want to be there every
Yeah.
Saturday at 1
Something
o'clock.
to do.
They want to be there and they
Because
just enjoying it. You feel me? Saying
Standing
like,
on the corner,
Maybe I gotta
throwing
get a
bottles,
part of
breaking
that
bottles,
shit.
and,
Yeah,
and,
and being angry.
being angry is like, no, let's
Hell
give
no.
them something to do. And you're right. That's a great
We
great
got
outlet
to.
because they
We
don't
got-
know.
Yeah, because we got to give them opportunities to shoot different models and like different setups and different things like that, so they can feel like, oh damn, I could do this
Do
shit.
this.
Like,
This is why I tell the young. I tell them all the time. Even rest in peace to Buck. I remember I was telling
God
Buck.
bless.
He used to buy every one of my sweatsuits. Like he was, he was into fashion.
Yeah, facts.
And I used to tell him all the time. I said, yo, you're gonna be my model, yo. And but they don't know this stuff.
Yeah, word. God
So
bless.
coming up, they don't really know this stuff. Kids, they don't know this stuff that like, oh, I could really be a model.
Yeah, word.
I could really be a actor.
Could be whatever I want to be.
Yeah, but being in the norm of every day, you would think that, okay, that's corny.
Yep. But you know what it is?
But
That's gonna be
it's
thinking
like-
it's corny for you. The people around you.
Yeah.
We gonna be a model.
Yeah,
Corny.
yep,
What you think
yep,
you doing?
yep,
You think you're gonna get money on
Yep.
modeling?
So it's like
Real shit.
separate yourself for at least a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months
Hell yeah.
to yourself.
Whatever it takes.
Just so you know who you are. You may think you know who you are. People, that's
Facts.
anybody. Anybody. You may think you know who you are. Sit with yourself for like 4 months.
Hell yeah.
By your damn self. You gonna see who you really are. When you get around other people, you gonna know like, nah.
That's facts.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
not what I'm. Yeah. Like, nah.
That's what I do.
And if you are doing it, I'm not judging you.
Yeah,
I'm just
at
saying
all.
that's not for me.
Hell no.
You know what I mean?
and you're gonna find out a lot of who you real niggas are.
Yes, because the ones that's not is gonna be like, that's, oh, you acting funny.
Yo, word.
Yeah,
You
because
corny.
What Vito said is crazy because that hashtag not for me goes a long way with living a good life. Oh,
Yes,
uh,
you doing that?
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not judging you at all.
Yeah, but that's
another
not
thing.
for me.
You can't judge nobody.
No,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
can't.
Like, I'm
You
not
can't.
judging you, but that ain't for
That's
me.
not for me.
You feel me saying? Like,
Yeah.
what you doing? That shit ain't for me.
But
Like,
I'm
you
not
doing
judging
all
you
that?
at all.
Oh, nah. You saying do your thing, but
Yeah,
you know, I'm
and
not going to be involved.
I still love you.
Yeah, I still love you from
Yeah.
afar.
But so
know what
you
I'm saying? Like,
so just like you said, that's how you tell who your real homies are.
Hell
You're
yeah.
not gonna you're not gonna hear that.
if you could be away
You're
from
not-
one of your
not
friends
even
for a
that.
year and then see
And
him
it's-
again,
and
and
it's
it's
serious
like
shit.
yesterday,
And it's
Yeah.
like yesterday.
that's a real friend.
Exactly.
I'm saying,
Yes.
like, that's a real
different
friend.
friends. Like those
Real
are different
shit.
type of friends. Those are people you can honestly trust when shit get real. Like,
Hell
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And there's different levels of friends. Them niggas that's gonna be like, oh, you corny, you not
anybody
around.
even say that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And another thing is, I don't blame them. You wanna know why?
You can't blame them.
Because I've been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is
comes
why
back
I
to the
don't
mental
judge.
health issues.
Yeah.
Like, that's
and
part
I
of
don't
mental
judge
health
them. I
issues.
don't blame you. And I don't look at you crazy. It's just, I've been there. So this is why. And this is why, if you ain't been through nothing, you can't tell me nothing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, it's deep, man. My mind thoughts get deep, yo. But it's real, man.
Hell
it's
yeah.
real out here. It's real. If you're not tapped in and you're not focused as you're supposed to be, yo, you'll really.
But like, I'm gonna tell you something.
You lose
the game of life.
People like you need to talk and don't hold nothing back because
you got your story.
There's people like you listening that need to hear it from a person like you.
Yeah.
That never heard it from a person like you.
That's what I love about him. He gonna let it fly.
So that's why
I just
keep on being like, nah, it's gonna be
yes. That's why I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Don't Be Mad podcast. I appreciate y'all when y'all gave me the call. I was like, yo, this is something that I've been waiting for.
He hit me like, this how it started. Yo, you know the CT hat dude?
Wow.
I'm like,
and you didn't even bring it up. That's crazy.
I'm like, nigga, that's my man's. He don't understand like you, my man's. Like, you feel me? Like, this is my guy. He don't understand it, but now he's like, oh, you just got him here like nothing. Now you know, like, this is my man.
Yesterday, because I was like, yo, this podcast, I don't want it to be around focused on one thing. Like, I don't want it to be focused on photographers. I don't want to be focused on artists.
I get you.
I don't want to be focused on. I want to have everything. So if you don't like this one, you go to the next one. Like, you gonna find something
you like.
Hell yeah.
Real
this
quick.
This is gonna be one that everybody loves.
Yeah.
It's like therapy for people. It's gonna be
it's
therapy
raw.
for people.
It's
like,
raw because it's like, and another thing, I haven't spoke.
Yeah.
Since my 5 years, I've spoken one interview maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really fully where I'm at now.
Yeah, right.
So where I'm at now, it's like, okay,
I need to talk.
I need to talk.
I want you to talk about that new wave that you got going on, like the what is it, like a old '90s wave, the hats that you.
Okay, yeah. It's
it was just. It, I'm like, that's
these.
everybody.
These are the real Jackie trades right now. Yeah. Real funky loyalty look. Yeah, with the black leather strap.
Fact.
But I came out with these because
put that blue one up there too.
It's like it was a marketing thing. Even though they're fly, I could pick a fly hat, but it's like it was a marketing thing. And
shit dope.
This is my first year with my website. Like I had a website originally, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But it wasn't doing as much traffic as I thought it was supposed to be doing. So I just let it because I was selling enough hand to hand.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, you know what, whatever.
Word.
But as I grew, I'm starting to realize like, yo, you really need a website, dog.
Facts.
Regardless of what you do.
Because you need a secretary.
Yes. So it's like you need that outlet.
Yeah.
You need those. If you wanna your revenue stream to increase and all that, you gotta open up these different markets.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. When these came about, when it was like, all right, it's Black Friday.
Yeah. Let me throw these up.
Funk it up a little bit.
Word.
So I came out with these.
Word. And them shit's
and
fire.
These is fire. You can find them online, www.lover-since1985.com. They are on sale. Well, they won't be on sale by the time y'all see this.
Yeah.
But they on sale right now.
He probably gonna have this done today.
Oh, okay. Well, they on sale right now.
This nigga gonna be playing with the editing and shit.
35% off. It's Cyber Monday. Hit the link. Follow me on Instagram. L/since1985.com. It will probably all be hashtag. My good man, don't be mad.
Yeah.
Craze.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself, man.
As you should, bro. Yeah. That's what this is for, man. For you to come in and have a good time.
Shit is lit, man. This is what it's really about, though, man. Real talk.
If we get some good.
I gotta ask now, because we're all men.
Yeah.
And this has to get said. How do y'all feel about the Nate Robinson?
Oh!
Okay.
I had
to beat you to it.
I'm
dying to know. I want to know, like, what do you feel about?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's two sides.
And I'm on that too.
It's two sides to this because I don't want to tear him down.
Facts.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, comedy is comedy. There's some funny things out there. And it's like, all right, Nate, Nate.
Yo, the boxing videos I seen that nigga do it.
How do you go into a fight like that? You know what I mean? How do you? It's like the proper preparation defeats. I forgot the saying. Proper preparation defeats poor performance.
Facts.
So.
He was
And as smart as you are, as talented as you are, and the people that you got around you, you don't got nobody preparing you the right way. Or did your emotions take over to where as soon as you hopped into the ring, and you just, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like you got.
Jake Paul is
just like they say, you got 52 block.
He's out there swimming in cold lakes and all that. Get out
now he was ready though. I can't take nothing from him. He was ready.
That nigga was Nate Roberts talking shit and everything.
So you can't really say much because you got to be ready. That's for anybody. If y'all wasn't ready for me at this podcast today, it would be a fluke.
It'd be different.
You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be ready.
Like said,
if I wasn't ready, it'd be a fluke. You got to be ready. Exactly. So that's what it all comes down to. He should have been ready. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. So how do you feel, Roy Jones? He wasn't ready either.
Roy Jones was ready. Just Mike Tyson
was ready.
He's trying to fulfill something that he wants that he left. You feel what I'm saying? So he went into it a different way than Roy Jones. Roy Jones went into it, yo, this is an exhibition fight. I'm still trying to win, but Mike Tyson went into it like, nigga, I got something to prove, nigga.
All these people down me.
You see them extra hits he was giving them after the round the belt? He got something to prove. Like, regardless, I'm gonna tap you in my bad, but I'm trying to.
Though.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. But you seen Mike. You seen that.
Yeah, Mike was.
You seen the animal in him.
He was determined. He had determination.
That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, facts.
Because you see the way that interview was at the end when he was holding his ribs like.
Yeah, like
I gotta ask my family if I'm gonna do this shit again.
Yeah, and Mike was on some Mike was on some what you mean you gotta ask your family. We doing this again.
Because it's a draw. I need to win.
Yeah, because it wasn't a draw.
That just shows the level.
But you know what it was though? It's boxing. So it was a draw based on score. But if you looking at the fight, that shit wasn't.
It's deeper than that too, bro. That just shows the level of no give up at his age. You know what I mean? Because he feels like I still got much more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Roy Jones is like, all right, this is not what I want to do. I got businesses. I got whatever. Tyson is like, yo, I got something more in me. That's why they say don't wait. You could be 25, you could be 35, you could be 50, you could be 60.
Yep.
A lot of millionaires didn't get rich and it was 60. So you know what I mean? It's like I got more out here to do.
Yeah, don't give up. Story, yeah.
That was Tyson's energy.
My job here is not done.
Facts.
Shit.
And you can't knock him. Because it's something in him that's like, yo.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yo, the way
it's like when he did his comedy special. That shit was dope as fuck.
Like if Nate Robinson would have said, yo, I'm fighting again.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm fighting again. You know what I mean? You
gotta respect him for getting in the ring because he's
it's like, yo, that's what you want to do.
But the way he was fighting, I don't respect.
Nah.
The way he just ran across the ring, like it was some UFC
the
fight and
shit. The most fucked up part about the fight was Snoop was the commentator.
So
like,
Snoop held it down.
He needs a job at commentating. He needs a job at commentating.
He held it down.
He was killing me.
Yeah, he had me cracking up too.
When he said they look like his two uncles at the barbecue. They look like my two uncles at the barbecue. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, he's killing me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and he's high as fuck. So like, it was funny because he performed. He wasn't high yet. But then he got high.
And then when he
came back,
for the
he was high as fuck. You seen his face? He got glasses, Vito. He had glasses, but he was still like, he was like, yo, I hope these motherfuckers don't ask me a question right now.
Nah, that's the real.
Yo, that shit was dope though, man.
Nah, it was.
That was a dope. But I will watch another like event like that.
No, because it was dope. It was
hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like it was focused on hip hop.
It was definitely dope.
Yeah, I
told my shorty that. It was so dope.
It was like a award show, but boxing.
Best $50 I spent.
Word, that shit was dope.
Ain't a lot of people because of the COVID. I know everybody having a hard time with COVID.
Word.
You killing it during COVID. How you doing during COVID?
Oh man, I'm COVID proof. I say I'm COVID proof right now.
COVID proof.
I'm COVID proof. And I'm trying to make it where that's a lifelong thing. You know what I mean? Not just.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Everything gotta be COVID proof now.
That might we're gonna have to talk about. I can't tell you on the podcast, but you gotta keep that around.
COVID proof.
Yeah, you gotta keep that around.
That's what I'm saying. I got so many different. I got so much more. Like to come out with. This was all stuff that was created years ago. It's just the right timing to put it all out. And there's so much stuff that I have from years. This goes back to the blueprint from years ago that I just haven't put out yet. I haven't even put into play. I haven't got to touch it. So it's like this is why I didn't flip it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like I got this just.
Yeah, you just tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, just tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that I gotta do. It's work to be done. Oh man, it's work to be done. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who ever bought anything from me. Appreciate anybody who ever spit a word on Facebook, Instagram, a repost. Like y'all don't even understand how much that be meaning. Like you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Really do.
You got any personal shout outs you want to give? This ain't the end, I'm saying, but we just gotta drop it. We
gotta
give people their shits in the middle, you feel me?
Personal shout outs.
Like I said, this ain't the end, but just talk to your shit. If you got somebody you really want to thank right quick.
My mom, God.
Yeah.
My mom and God, yo. If it wasn't for them, man, listen, I would be in the penitentiary right now facing some time. So it's like once I really tapped in, yo, I really got focused. I could say I really got focused. Like I really put my head down, got focused.
Yeah,
like,
word.
You know
you gotta thank your shorty, man.
Yes, of course.
On vacation.
Of course.
Had the dream.
I definitely shout my shorty out. Baby girl, wife to be.
Facts. Dope,
Tiffany Duarte. She the womenist movement. She's definitely doing her thing. She's coming up too because she had a path of her own. You know what I mean? So it's like she's empowering women right now, doing her thing. Yeah, man, it's just blessings on top of blessings.
Definitely shout her her whole movement out. Whatever.
Yeah, the womenist movement. The womenist movement. Okay, you can follow her at the womenist movement.
And what's that all about that she's doing over there?
She's just empowering women, like broken women who's getting out of relationships or don't feel good about who's getting out of who's don't feel good about themselves, don't feel like they're pretty, you know what I mean, stuff like that. She just
start a podcast. Holla at me.
Yeah, word. She wants to start a podcast too.
Nah, word. She could come up here and get interviewed too, man.
No, word. Y'all should definitely.
I definitely want to talk to her, but a person like that does that needs to do that. So people could hear it.
Yeah, word.
You gotta give her flowers too, bro.
No, word, of course.
We promoting all of it.
Yes, without her, I don't even know how things would be getting. I'm so much out. You know what I mean? Moving. Word. She's at home with the kids. She. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She hold me down. Like,
that's dope.
She, whatever I type up, whatever. She's there. So yeah, that's the backbone. That's my ace.
Hell yeah.
She's there. You know.
Shit.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
We need that. We need that.
Facts.
Shout out to all the black women and the minority women doing their thing. We know.
Period.
We ain't forget about y'all.
Definitely not.
Real shit.
Y'all the ones who's making this world spin right now.
Y'all making it go for us. Like real talk.
Definitely. We got. How y'all feel about this president shit that's going on?
Man, this shit's
stupid. Still don't know who the president really is.
But I want to hear your view on it because I already spoke about this shit.
My view on
Talk it up, B. What you got to say?
My view on it is like it's over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's over. Like Biden's about to get in. You know, Trump just.
So how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about
Biden being
the new president? I mean, I don't know everything about Biden. I'm not gonna say I do, but I know a lot about Trump. You know what I mean? And I know how he's been running the country so far. I know how he's cold-hearted. I know how he doesn't have any compassion. I know how he's not.
And you're not.
He's not the person that should be in that seat.
Facts.
So it's more of okay.
There you have it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's right to the point.
That. He's not the right person.
He's not the right person for that seat. You the right person for. It's a lot of people seats.
Yeah, he did certain things that was great, and then certain things that was terrible. Like,
but you're not the right person for that seat.
He shouldn't be the person of the United States.
No.
The face.
That's it. Simple as that. And anybody else who feels different is like, all right, come on now.
Yeah, you just being ignorant.
What's behind that?
Yeah.
What's behind that?
Yeah, what's behind that? Because that's just.
Give me your paper. Give me the paper you got written down that says, oh, no, this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's behind that.
That's hopefully that everything works out with the Democrat coming in and changing up everything.
We're gonna see. We got no choice.
As long as you have a little love and compassion, yo. and a little understanding.
Yo, because that's what the people of America need.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Yo,
that's what anything, yo. That's what you could fix any relationship like that. Not any,
compassion,
but you could fix a lot of relationships like that.
Understanding.
That's big. Understanding. If you got understanding to where, all right, I gotta trust my process. You understand that. If you can understand, you gotta trust your process. You won't have no issues.
It ain't nothing else to do. Just understand.
If you can understand that this is just something that's in the past, you have no issue. Because you know you gotta understand that this is my past.
That shit mad real.
If you got understanding to know that, okay, I just caught a flat tire, so I can get this fixed. Yeah. It's gonna maybe cost me a half an hour to be late. Okay,
but you know,
but I can get it fixed.
Yeah,
it's an understanding. Once you skip that understanding, shit.
That's the whole Don't Be Mad too.
That's the whole one of them. It goes back to Don't Be Mad. Damn. See how shit go full circle?
Yo,
that makes sense.
That's why this podcast is the shit.
That's
why I told us.
Don't be mad.
It was already played, like my boy says.
That's it. Don't be mad.
He said, I want you to call.
Yo, but what the other camera at? Don't be mad.
Tell him in all of them.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad, man.
Nah, for real, yo. That's as simple as that. And that was our issue. That was my issue coming up, yo. I used to get mad a lot of shit.
And you know you think when you get mad, you don't think. That's the whole thing.
You see me back then, I wasn't getting angry. You feel me?
Nah, you had a lot of patience though.
Yeah, I had a different like acceptance for myself about certain shit.
Yo, you had a lot of patience, yo.
But I was going through some shit, so like you really gotta be strong too.
Yes,
but you gotta stay strong all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Not just do one little situation.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It hurts. But yo, it's so much better for you.
Yeah.
Being what we all went through. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people think my life was easy. Like, my shit wasn't easy, nigga. Yeah. Like, you feel me? Just because I had both my parents, that don't mean that my life was easy, my nigga. Mm-hmm. We struggled. You feel what I'm saying? But we struggled together. That's why it was good, because now I got a better mental system because I got support.
That's what put
you where you are. Like, so I could definitely appreciate that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely had an understanding of how other people live too. You feel me? Because
remember we had to talk outside the studio that day. We was talking about this.
It was outside. We was outside in the Woo shop. That's who we was at.
Over by the but over by the studio too.
What studio was that?
Remember by Success.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hell yeah, you definitely right.
I remember.
Right.
I know them.
We be having it every time
I remember those serious talk show. I love them. I appreciate them.
Every time I see him and I got time to talk to him,
when you have people that you can talk to like that.
Yeah, this podcast too. It's like this whole conversation that we just having.
Being at the same
being able to appreciate these conversations because it's gonna make you, like, whether you know it or not, it's gonna bring your level of consciousness up a notch. It's gonna turn it up a notch.
It's great minds in the room.
Exactly.
Like I said,
and we all felt each other, so you was able to give that energy automatically. You just felt comfortable. You sat down and it was
easy, man.
It's free.
It's just be free. Talk about the shit you want to talk about, man.
Like, it's just fun.
It's dope.
What else is going on in the world? That Jeezy shit fucked me up. That whole thing with the
that shit was dope though, man.
Yeah,
the boxing shit.
Real talk. I don't really know what else been going on.
They about to shut down the
NBA looking crazy. I'll tell you that.
I was gonna say, when y'all feel the Lakers is going crazy right now?
We about to
the Lakers?
We about to repeat.
Who they got now?
We just got Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers.
Okay.
We got Wes Matthews. We got like a whole lot of role players that's built for LeBron.
I'm a Golden State fan.
Why?
I don't know. I've been a Golden State fan.
Just because they young dudes who came up out of nowhere?
I've been a Golden State fan for like at least a couple of years. No, not that far. Not that far.
Yeah, that's fair.
We ain't gonna go that far. I'm gonna say since like the first year Steph was there.
Okay. So that's
since Steph was there.
If somebody can make you love basketball and make you watch a whole sport, then
that's how I was with KD. I was fucking with him since Supersonics.
Yeah, fuck KD.
Yeah, you don't fuck with KD like that?
Nah, KD
I went to KD's house one time.
Nasty. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I used to work for a staging company, and we went to stage his house. And as we walked in, because we never used to wear uniforms.
Yeah, word.
It was a day like this. It was raining, so we had hoodies on or whatever, hats. So we walked right into his house, which we normally do with people.
With the businesses.
Yeah. So actually, we knocked first, but nobody answered. So we walked in.
Yeah.
So he walks up. He's like, "Who y'all?"
Yeah.
We like, "Oh, we here to stage the house." Then he just walks in the back, walks back to the back, and then his assistant came and spoke to us. I was like, but we did kind of look the way we look. When I said it to my other employees, I was like, yo, we did kind of look crazy, like suspect. How did we walked inside his house? We got hoodies on. We all black. This is how he probably took it. This is how he took it. So, but then it was like, all right, cool. I was like, oh shit, he was tall as hell. And he had the sneakers, like, you know, the ones that like the ones that glow in the dark, like the neon. I think there's like the pump. They like 10 bands. They cost some shit. Yeah. He had them in a glass case, glowing. I was like, oh, knew it was KB House. I said, yo, nah, but those are dope experience, yo.
Nah, that's dope though. See, I didn't know that. You feel me? Like, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story to hear.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's dope to get that. How you feel about the NFL?
I don't really. I haven't watched. I don't watch football like that.
Been, like,
since,
this shit been boring this year.
Yeah,
it's been boring. It's been boring.
I thought it was just me, but
I think it takes a lot to do with all the fans not being there, because you get a sense of loyalty and pride in your team. Like, you feel me saying? Like, there's people out there that's saying like, "Fuck you," just because they fuck with their team more.
Yeah.
So they like, fuck you, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brady. Like,
they take that serious.
Like, yo, you feel me? Like,
they take that stuff serious.
Hell yeah.
They
Like,
take that
in
stuff
certain
real serious.
places, they not going for nothing. Like, Cowboy fans is like, they like real loyal.
Die hard.
They
don't even sit in my
as
section.
hell. Like,
Don't even sit in my section.
Yeah, like, they on some shit like,
Don't even sit in my
motherfuckers pouring
section.
drinks on each other in the games. That's the shit you miss. You feel me? Like, because that's part of the entertainment. The fans are part of the entertainment. Little do you know, we didn't know until now, because they're not there. They're not there with signs.
You really
like,
get to
you
really get to see the importance of it.
Thumbs up with the, like, you feel me? They real important. I think that's why the NFL is like not entertaining.
Yeah.
Because their fans are some of the craziest fans. You feel me? Like,
and they
besides,
do.
like, soccer fans.
The whole stadium is going crazy.
I know you're a Laker fan, so I know you was happy with what happened. So, but how did you feel about the basketball situation though?
In terms of what though?
The
like
fans.
how the bubble shit was?
Yeah.
This is crazy because in basketball, if you're a basketball player, you like want that one-on-one with them. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like being in practice. Like, and there's no fans there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and you get to chop some niggas down.
Yeah.
Like, practice get real. Like, them one-on-one drills, you feel me? You gotta go from here to here. Like, you feel me? One-on-one with a person. That's real. That's real competitive. Mm-hmm. Like, so without the fans, like, I loved it more because I got to see people talent. I wasn't looking for the fans in the NBA because I'm a basketball player. So I'm looking at their game. Yeah. I'm not worried about what the fans is, how they reacting and none of that. You feel me? Because I'm getting to see niggas play real basketball. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit is like real life wreck. It's like, it was crazy for me. Like, I loved it. I want to see more bubble basketball because in a sense with basketball, just like any other sport, those fans can motivate you to beat another team.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely right.
Like, you hit a jump shot, and if you see a fan, he just like, fuck
yeah. You gonna know like, you're gonna come down and go crazy.
Yeah, like, I'm hyped now. I used to love that shit. Like, playing basketball, I loved that shit. You feel me? Like, the fans interacting. So I know what it takes. But if you got real talent, you ain't worried about no fans. You're like, I'm gonna terrorize this motherfucker all this game. You feel what I'm saying? Like
regardless fan or no fan.
So you thought it was harder for them? It was more real basketball.
Yeah, it was more real. You got to see people you never would have saw before, and like, you feel me? Like, actually bust ass. You feel me? Like, a lot of people didn't know about Devin Booker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but
yeah, maybe I slept him a lot. He's a
fucking monster. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's people out there that's just like, you got to watch them. Like Dame. Everybody knew about Dame, but you got to see Dame.
Yeah, you got to really watch him. You got to really watch him and see what he does. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's really nasty. Yeah, he's really nasty. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got to see people, and then you also got to see people who didn't show up, like CJ McCollum. Like, in them arenas, he be going off. Yeah, he ain't really do nothing. He ain't really do nothing to help Dame. Like, you feel me? Like, so it was like, you got to see a lot of shit, man. But you got to see the same people do the same shit. Like LeBron is just like, I just ball no matter what.
Regardless,
like, regardless of what the situation
of what you want to talk about.
I don't care if we at the Rucker. I don't care if we at motherfucking Staples Center. Mm-hmm. I'm still gonna be the same basketball player. I'm gonna come out here and bust your eyes.
That's how I feel it's gonna be. So you think they're gonna do that shit with the whole season?
No, I think it's gonna be great as hell because the teams are like crazy. Like, it's creative player teams right now. Like, when you see KD and Kyrie, that first game, everybody's gonna be like, oh, shit, my nigga. them niggas is together. I forgot.
Aren't they trying to get another player too?
They was trying to get Harden.
Harden.
They're not gonna be able to get Harden.
They don't got no bread really like for a lot of shit like that. They got bread right now.
Nigga, all the teams is good right now. Like, you feel me?
There's a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams.
A lot of people went east too.
And it start December 22nd.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Season? Okay.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that shit right there. You feel me? Like, we got LaMelo Ball in the league now. He plays for the Hornets.
I seen that.
I want to see that. Because I think LaMelo going to be good.
It's definitely going to be exciting this year.
Hell yeah. And then they still might be
especially
in the
after
bubble.
Lakers winning one.
They still might be in the bubble, so.
But that's a lot of teams for a bubble. It was like.
They can do it. They got the money for it.
I'm sure they do.
You know how much money they going to generate back off people watching it alone?
Yeah.
Like,
they
may not know them numbers.
That's why they're doing it.
Them numbers is
they
real high.
Money.
Real high.
We talking about they'd have lost like $500 million if they didn't start in December rather than in January.
When's it supposed to start?
They was gonna start in January.
No, but when is it like normally supposed to start?
Oh, it starts in October. Like October,
oh, it's
like
supposed
around
to be
Halloween.
already.
Yeah, like around Halloween.
Wow.
But around that time,
So
if you remember,
up.
we was like that was like the damn finals.
Yeah, so they're backed up right now.
Facts. So like a lot of people were like mad that they not getting the time to relax. You feel me? Like get their bodies back in order. But fuck it.
Get to balling, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Get to balling.
That's easy for us to say though. These niggas got to train. They got to eat different. Motherfuckers been wanting burgers all season. They can't have a burger now. You feel me? Like,
I feel it, man. Real,
see, we not
that
thinking about.
Got me hungry just saying a burger.
Word, we not thinking about these niggas.
I'm starving too. I'm gonna get some to eat.
I'm definitely gonna get some to eat.
But yeah, that's an interesting way to view the whole basketball thing.
Word, like I said, that's coming from me, man. I love basketball. I'm that. You feel me? Like, so I just know what it is. In different sports, you feel me saying, like, to have fans, like, because you don't need them in basketball. You'll love them, you don't need them, but like football kind of like need them.
Oh, it's going down.
That's like tornado weather.
Definitely. You see that tree moving?
Yeah, that shit wild.
Yeah, that shit dangerous.
Yeah,
y'all go out the front every young when y'all leave.
Word. We definitely will do. You can't even see what the back look like.
Yeah.
The back is crazy. It's mad steps. It's like an extra pair of steps. Real talk. Yeah, man. What else you want to talk about?
Anyway,
man?
so what's next with your brand, your whole clothing brand? You got anything coming up?
Yeah, man. I got a lot. I got
After this, I know you had a major weekend this weekend.
Yeah. But you know the plan never stops, man. I got stuff to do. Like I got an agenda. Like I got a blueprint. Like I said, my stuff needs to be in stores in Florida, LA, Atlanta.
Everywhere,
Kentucky, everywhere. Like so, because it's needed. Like a lot of clothing lines that's out right now, they're not really promoting them.
Word.
You know what I mean? It's just a whole bunch of patch, a whole bunch of. No, let's give the people something. When they put it on, it's like, all right, I know I could go do something. I feel like I want to go. You know what I mean?
Word.
Rather than you just go in the store, just all right, yeah, let me get that. All right, cool, that's cool. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with that, but. Let's give people option too. So like, all right, something meaningful, like something that really makes sense.
Shit is motivational.
Like that's
bro.
motivational.
Yeah. When you put that
like,
shit on and look in the mirror, you be like,
okay.
All right.
Or when you know somebody see you with that on, they're gonna be like, okay, maybe I should get on that. Mm-hmm. Not even buy that, but maybe I should get on that. Mm-hmm. You know, it's deep. It's like maybe I should get on that because I haven't been on that lately. I haven't been on loyalty lately.
Yeah.
So let me get on that. Right. Because that's deep right there. Yeah, anybody who see that is gonna hit them differently. You may not know it. I may not know it.
Facts.
But it's gonna hit you to change in some way.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, let's get this out there. Let's get these people to and I think that's why a lot of people connected with the CT thing. And without even me knowing it, you just put me on. It brought a lot of people together. Yes, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
It's a sign of loyalty.
Yeah.
But amongst CT
yo,
people.
Imagine that photo shoot you had, bro.
Yeah.
And you just caught everybody out.
You ain't get the big photo shoot yet? Like with models and stuff?
I've done photo shoots.
I'm talking about for now. Like now.
No.
Oh, yeah,
because you want to know why though?
No, I got a nice space that we could get a nice amount of people to come and still have space for
I'm gonna do that. But just like I said before with the blueprint, you know what I mean? With my blueprint, it's like it's so many different things that I do want to do, but it's just not time yet. You know what I mean? It's just not the time yet. You know what I mean? But this is why I tell people and I plug people all the time, like, yo, all right, I'm definitely coming to rock with you. because when it's the time, I'm coming to rock with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
I can understand that.
it's because it's me and my girl, and I'm working on hiring somebody else. But it's a lot when you're trying to do so many different things and throw so many different things in the mix, like photo shoot, store. Oh, I gotta run to the store. I gotta put my stuff in the store. I gotta do Instagram. I gotta do Facebook. I gotta do, you know what I mean? So you don't want to throw yourself off and kind of throw yourself off track and throw yourself, kind of spread yourself thin and not really get your full focus done.
Word.
So you know what I mean?
When you get that assistant, you're gonna get an assistant. You're gonna get an intern who's gonna be as hungry as you and just want to buy you.
That's what I need.
It's gonna happen though.
I
You're
need
gonna get like a young
who's as hungry as me.
Young dude who's like, I see what you're doing and how can I be a part of it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you can do. First off, you can start by getting my coffee.
Yeah.
Like a sugar sweet. You feel me? Like sweet.
Yeah,
you feel
no,
like,
facts.
yeah. Then when you come back, I'll tell you some shit.
Yeah, no,
you know,
facts.
But real talk though.
But yeah, that's what's needed.
You're gonna get somebody as hungry as you, and then you're
gonna
gonna be able to do other stuff that you really want to do because you think it might not be the right time.
But it is.
It is.
Yeah,
you know
but you just don't have the.
You need the help.
Yes.
You need the help. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all need the help.
But this is another reason why I try not to spread myself thin, is because I know I need help. Yeah. And I know if I do all of that, nothing's gonna get done. Word. So this is why I stick to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like I do need help. Yeah. Because it's getting to a point where it's like, yo.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, all right, hold up, time out.
You almost forgot about the podcast. Look, you heard me say, yo, you know what? I forgot. You like, because there's a lot of shit going on.
Word, and that's
reality. Not a bad thing. It's
that's
not
reality,
a bad thing.
Yo. That's
it's
facts.
good to be busy. It is. It's good to be busy.
Anyway, he got here.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
Facts.
And it's gonna be up to probably tomorrow, today.
All right, perfect. I want to see it. I want to. If you put it up today, that'll be dope.
Shit in again. You feel
that'll
me?
be dope. Yeah.
Loyalty
over royalty is the name. We sell dope merch that really means something. It's gonna touch you when you go to the site. It's www.lover. That's L/R with 2 R's. Since1985.com. You can find me on Instagram.
Where the camera at?
L/R.
We gotta start doing this.
Yeah, you got
first of it.
What's that? That's
It's just
live?
me showing your page. So just in case
Okay.
you know they can
Yeah. Facts.
So just in case they can't think of it.
They can't. Yeah. Okay. So Instagram is L/R since 1985, and the brand page is Lover Brands. Lover with 2 R's. Go check me out. Check out the gear. Go to the website, www.lover with 2R's since1985.com. We got some dope merch. We got some sales going on right now. Yup, it's lit, man. It's lit. It's up and it's stuck. Just know that because I ain't letting up.
Word. That's a good slogan right there. Fucking with it. Don't be mad podcast,
up
man.
And it's stuck.
Craze White, you know. My boy Emilio, don't be mad. Mr. Don't be mad himself. We here, man. Once again, another successful podcast.
Yes.
Thanks y'all. Thank all of y'all for coming out. You know what it is, man.
I want to thank y'all for inviting me too, because this is a dope, real dope atmosphere. Don't be mad podcast.
Yeah. And most of all,
stay tuned because
make sure y'all
it's interesting.
Don't be mad.
Word.
We out.